To the World Economic Forum beginning this evening in Davos in the Swiss Alps. Instead, Will's here to tell us a little bit about what's on the agenda there.
That's right. There's no shortage of topics with 2,500 participants from over 100 countries. On the agenda, they'll be discussing things like the future of financial regulation, good governance, and how or if the world can shake off its economic blues. Now, this comes at a time while the U.S. has shown signs of a recovery. There's also been positive data out of the European Union, but some remain hesitant about just how confident to be. Let's take a listen to the founder of the World Economic Forum.
What is very special is that we are not dominated anymore by one single crisis. So it's exactly the time to reboot, to push a reset button, and to look more at those issues which will preoccupy us in the future, like climate change, like the impact of technology on job creation, and so on.
Yeah, that increased business activity has not necessarily translated into jobs, but there is some new data that says global unemployment is on the rise, isn't there?
That's right. Now, the International Labor Organization is calling it a jobless recovery. It says in the past year, 5 million more people lost their jobs, bringing the worldwide total to 202 million. If we look at some of the figures here, the ILO says that the unemployment rate will rise again this year, 0.1%, up to 6.1. Worldwide, the hardest hit region remains North Africa with a rate of 12.2%, followed by the Middle East. The ILO says that the amount of young people who are neither employed nor in training has reached epidemic proportions, and they remain some of the most vulnerable people in the world. Let's take a listen.
Young people are the particular victims of unemployment. 74.5 million of the unemployed are aged between 15 and 24. That is 1 million more than a year before.
Well, it's not all bleak. There is some good news. This is about the British economy this time, isn't it?
That's right. Now, for the second time in 3 months, the International Monetary Fund has said it will revise its growth forecast for the UK economy. The new figure is expected to be 2.4%. That would make Britain one of the fastest growing major economies. Though some analysts fear the economy has been too reliant on consumer spending and that the rising housing prices could lead to another bubble.
Let's have a look at the markets then.
All right. Wall Street was closed Monday, so we'll look at Asia. Shares there up in the green. This is on the back of Chinese central bank cash injections. China shares rebounded after a 6-month low. This also lifted trading in Hong Kong, where both the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, as well as the China Construction Bank, each rose more than 2%.
And a little bit of company news for you now. A big deal, in fact. This is between Boeing and General Electric.
That's right. GE's Capital Aviation Services is leasing 40 aircraft from Boeing. The deal is valued at $3.9 billion. Now, this order was booked last year, but was only confirmed now. GE said the new planes will help meet customer demand for more fuel-efficient aircraft. All said and done now, GE has ordered 638 airplanes from Boeing.
Well, thanks very much. That's Will with Business Today. As I said, this time tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be speaking to Stephen.